Business to Pages 19 Squash Championships 1998. Suzanne Horner, Yorkshire to serve. Cassie Jackman, Norfolk receiving. Best of 5 games, love all.
And welcome to the GMX Centre in Manchester for the first of the ladies' semi-finals. We have Suzanne Horner of Yorkshire, seeded number 3, challenging Cassie Jackman of Norfolk, who is seeded number 2. And first blood to Cassie Jackman. Cassie Jackman, who's ranked number 4 in the world, number 2 in the country and seeded number 2 for this particular event. Currently living in Halifax in Yorkshire, but hails originally from North Walsham, Norfolk. A very talented shot maker. Doesn't always deliver in the very best form in the biggest events. Contrasting that with Suzanne Horner, 35 years of age and a veteran player of the national scene and also the international scene. Rankings just slipped a little bit, world number 7 and currently nationally ranked number 3, so she's still right up there with the best in Britain, but just losing a little bit of edge at the world levels. Vastly experienced, grew up and learned to squash in Yorkshire, mainly playing against the men, which has obviously toughened up her game and gives her a considerable edge when she's playing against the other girls. So, first game to Suzanne Horner, 9-7, and that really is against the form. Cassie Jackman is going to have to gather her thoughts, put a much more disciplined performance together. So Cassie's still making a few too many mistakes, but overall has harnessed her talented shots. And that's a beautiful backhand drive.
8-love, match ball.
To give her 8-love and match ball. And after a jittery start, she's come through strong.
Yes, let. 8-love, match ball.
Love for a place in the final. Angle. Oh, and a crunching forehand drive, and that's game and match to Cassie Jackman, and she takes her place in the final.
I was pleased with the way I played. I mean, Suzanne came out really quick in the first game and caught me off guard, and once I got into it and started attacking the ball and got on the ball early and put her under pressure, I managed. I think that was the key, really. So I'm pleased with the win.
You look really confident.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing well recently. I played a tournament 2 weeks ago and won that, so that obviously gives you a lot of confidence. And I've always played Suzanne recently. I've always won the last few games, so I was looking to win it quite comfortably. And after the first game, I was pleased with the performance. If I do play Sue, obviously it's going to be a tough game. I got a win over a couple of weeks ago, so that's sort of a big confidence booster for me. But it's always a hard game with Sue. She always runs the ball down, and you know you're going to be on court a long time to beat her. So if I play like I did today, I feel I've got a good chance. But obviously it's going to be a tough game. It's always nice to win the nationals, obviously at the beginning of the year. So that'd be a great boost if I could do that. Like I said, winning the tournament last 2 weeks ago was a good psychological boost. So it's always for the English players to win the nationals. It sort of does set you up for the year.
1998 Business Pages British National Squash Championships, women's semi-final. Miss Linda Charman of Sussex to serve, Miss Sue Wright of Kent to receive. Best of 5 games, love all.
The second semi-final gives us Sue Wright from Kent against, and the number 1 seed against Linda Charman of Sussex. Good start for Linda Charman, 1-love lead early on, and this is for a place in the final against Cassie Jackman of Norfolk.
And now, love 1.
There's an uncharacteristic error from Sue Wright. And Linda Charman, who's poised to make breakthrough in the big time of the women's game. She's beaten all the world's top players from time to time, but never quite consistently delivered it in a major tournament.
Love 1.
This could be the opportunity she's waiting for.
And out, 1 love.
So, no great advantage either way at the moment. Important for Linda to get a good start.
And out, love 1.
Obviously, Sue Wright has all the edge in terms of experience and knowing how to play matches at the later stages of major tournaments.
Yes, lad. Yes, lad. Love 1.
Let ball, and Linda Charman
enough to play.
unable to get through to hit the ball, so quite reasonably a let decision given by a referee. Good positive start by Linda Charman.
Right. Stroke to Miss Wright. 1-all.
Sensibly trying to vary her play, Linda Charman. Allowing Sue Wright too much chance to settle, but Sue Wright is so experienced that
Down.
she can't afford to make mistakes like that.
2-1.
Slow ball. Good tight play down the backhand wall. Powerful player, Linda Charman. Good drive, that's a beautiful backhand drive, and followed it by a backhand drop shot, and that's a good point for Linda Charman, should give her some confidence.
Down. 2-all.
Honours even, first game. And what a beautiful backhand drop shot.
And out. 2-all.
Right from the back of the court, Sue Wright steered it into the front nick.
Yes, lad. Yes, lad. 2-all.
Just a little crowded for space, Sue Wright there, and referee again giving the let. There's Neil Harvey, Linda Charman's coach, and he should be pretty happy so far. 8-3 game ball. This would be a good start for Linda. Linda, who's improved her rankings recently. She's currently number 4 in England, seeded number 4 for this event, world ranked number 9, but the feeling is she's poised to make quite a good big breakthrough in the next period of time. Sue Wright, top seed, nationally ranked number 1, world ranked number 3, vastly experienced campaigner. Physically always well prepared and is adding to her game tactically all the time, but very determined, not going to let this go easily. Sue Wright from Kent originally, living in Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire now. Needs to get a good start and back into the match at 1 game to love down. That's a nice drop shot. Neil Harvey, a great tactician with his charge, Linda Charman. And Sue Wright's sister not looking at all happy.
And out, 5-all.
Stroke Miss Charman.
Stroke Miss Charman. Miss Charman wins 9-5 and leads 2 games to 1.
So that's a handy lead for Linda Charman, 2 games to 1. And Sue Wright has it all to do, but she's a very experienced campaigner, and there's no doubt she'll be a threat right till the bitter end.
Stroke to Miss Wright. And she has the choice when to play it. She has the choice when to play.
And 3-all.
The tide's just turning a bit, but there seems to have been a clash of heads or something. Sue Wright isn't happy.
Hopefully we'll be back on court as soon as we can. So just give it a few minutes and we'll let you know the situation.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Sue Wright pressing a nice back to her head. Harvey trying to keep Linda concentration high. And following a 15-minute interruption, Sue Wright has progressed very comfortably through to match ball. In the final against Cassie Jackman.
Yes, lad.
Yes, lad. 8-1, match ball, right box.
What a time for a let. 8-1 match ball. Sue Wright is completely in charge now. And that's a beautiful drop shot, and that gives Sue Wright game and match over 5 sets for a place in the final.
Mark Chaloner to serve. Peter Nicol to receive.
So the men's semi-final.
5 games.
Peter Nicol of Scotland, Mark Chaloner of England.
Love all.
Match this one for Mark Chaloner. Peter Nicol is everybody's hot favourite at the moment.
Nicol.
Stroke to Nicol. Hand out. 1 love.
Peter Nicol is in the best form of his life at this moment in time, and it's probably stretching the imagination to see Mark Chaloner being able to cause an upset.
Yes, lad.
Yes, lad. 1 love.
Solid start by both players.
Down.
Lovely touch from Peter Nicol, trademark
2 love.
forehand drop shot. It's important for Mark Chaloner to make a good start to this match. Can't afford to let Peter get away. He's hitting the ball beautifully, Mark Chaloner. That's a good sign. Crisp attacking shots. But Peter has no problem containing them at the moment. problem that Mark Chaloner will have to work hard to stay in the rallies with Peter Nicol. That's a good drop shot on the forehand by Mark Chaloner. That'll give him some confidence.
1-3.
So 1-3. Points on the board for Mark Chaloner.
Down.
Can't afford errors like that.
4-1.
To Nicol with 4-1 advantage so far. Just the sort of start you'd want to get. Good forehand volley by Peter Nicol.
Down.
All was good.
5-1.
I thought it was a winning shot. Winning shot.
5-1.
Well, the referee quite rightly adjudging a winning shot.
Hand out 2-4.
And it was a beautiful forehand volley by Mark Chaloner. No real question. Again, it's a good rally by Mark. He'll take some confidence from that. He needs to claw back this deficit at this stage in the first game. Such good movers around the court and make it look so easy.
Stroke to Chaloner.
Stroke to Chaloner.
Good pressure from Mark.
Come on, Mark.
Volleying well, Mark Chaloner, making Peter Nicol rush.
Stroke to Nicol.
Stroke to Nicol. Hand out.
Ball hit down the middle of the court. It's just where you don't want to hit it. Peter Nicol, newly ranked world #1. He's enjoying probably his best ever season. He's beaten Janshir Khan 3 times in succession.
6-5.
Previously won the national championships in 1996. So looking to establish a bit of a run in this year's event. Mainly committed to the international circuit, so seen playing domestically a great deal. Works with Neil Harvey in Essex.
And now 6-4.
Mark Chaloner, 25 years of age, had a good win in the quarterfinals, beat Alex Goff of Wales, the 3rd seed, and always well prepared, fit, fast around the court, plays at a furious pace if you let him.
9-6.
Mark's going to have to be at the top of his game for this match. That's a beautiful forehand volley. And that's first game to Mark Chaloner. So John Milton, Mark Chaloner's coach, will be very happy with the first game. uncharacteristic error from Peter Nicol. He's just not going the way he wants. I'll be trying to get things back on the right track.
11-8.
Oh, what a beautiful forehand volley by Mark Chaloner.
12-8.
Seeing a strangely subdued Peter Nicol at the moment, but we're seeing a rampant Mark Chaloner.
13-8.
Yes, lad.
Yes, lad. 13-8.
Ball, little traffic problem in the middle of the court. Beautiful touch, Peter Nicol.
And in, hand out, 9-13.
Not being urged on by his supporters, and this would be the biggest win of his career so far.
And out, 14-9, match ball.
So a beautiful backhand drive by Peter Nicol saves 1 match point.
And out, 10-14, match ball.
Just can't write him off. So tough mentally. Such a good player technically. Touches Peter Nicol. This is where the pressure's on Mark Chaloner. Steady the ship.
To Nicol.
Stroke to Nicol. Stay there, Mark. 11-14, match ball.
This is a nervous time for Mark Chaloner. So close to the final. Well, that's it. And Mark Chaloner takes his place in the final. 3 games to love. 15-8, 15-10, 15-11. His mother clearly very pleased with the day's work.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I couldn't really. Well, I made a few mistakes, obviously, but I was really pleased. I was flying well on court, so what can I say? It's just my game completely come together there. Played really fast pace, took volleys, took the ball on the volley, crunched it to the back, and Peter was really struggling to keep the pace, and eventually he got a little bit tired, played a few looser shots, and I managed to kill it off. So I was really pleased. It's a great start to 98, really. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the year, with a view of getting a Commonwealth Games place.
You said it, Pete, right now.
Well played, actually. I'm not being funny or anything, but it's so tough mentally to once you. Well, obviously, I don't know. I haven't been to number 1 yet, but this is the very day he officially is the world number 1, and it's a completely different mental test for him, really, and he's got to change or adapt his mental attitude to the way he's playing, because every time he steps on court now, he's there to be shot at, and every player's going to raise their game to try and beat the world number 1, and I think that happened today.
So here we have the second semi-final, Simon Parke versus Paul Johnson. Placed in the final, surprisingly, against Mark Chaloner. This will be an interesting clash. Both these two players are exciting shot makers. They risks. Simon Parke is the established player, Paul Johnson is the young pup, despite the fact they're both about the same age. Attacking shots from Paul Johnson straight away. So it's going to be fast and furious. That's a great shot by Paul Johnson. Looking for the let. Paul Johnson, slightly misleading world ranking at the moment. He's only number 20, but good judges think he won't be long before he's in the world top 10. Seeded 4 for this event. Ranked 4 currently in England. From London, developed tremendously in the last 12 months, working with David Pearson as his coach. David Pearson's national coach has made a big difference to Paul's game. Simon Parke, his opponent, same age, but Simon's been there a lot longer, vastly experienced. His probably biggest achievement is the fact that he's been suffering from cancer and has managed to recover, building his way back to the highest levels, joining the match now at 2-1. Score of 12-11 in Simon Parke's favour. It's a bad mistake by Simon, and he knows it.
12-all.
Happy with that. Gather it in. Paul needs to work his way back into this game. He can equalise the score 2-all. Give himself a chance of a place in the final. Positive, and that's a beautiful backhand drop shot. Left-handers drop volley into the nick.
13-12.
13-12. 2 more of those will do. Skills, both of them very tight to the side wall. Through all 4 corners. Allow your opponent to settle.
Yes, mate.
Yes, net.
Sorry? No, it wasn't a perfect length. It was retrievable.
Yes, net. 13-12.
Disagreement between Paul Johnson and the referee. No doubt it was a good shot. No doubt Simon Parke would have made it. The aspiring players, look how close they're hitting the ball to the side wall. Beautiful demonstration of the drive. And there's another beautiful forehand drive.
14-12. Game ball.
Chance for Paul to make it 2-all. In the front of the court. Oh, what a beautiful shot. And that's 2 games all. Paul Johnson sneaked into the lead. Worrying moments for Simon Parke. Tentative on that forehand drop shot.
And out, 9-11.
Simon Parke taking his time. Still the level of ball control is very high. Ball's not deviating from the side wall. Shot from the back corner. Still taking every chance he can to put the ball in the front of the court. So Simon.
Yes, lad.
Come on. Yes, lad. 9-11.
Worse than it actually was. Just got in each other's way.
I think we'll go.
Tense moments. Surprise in the final against Mark Chaloner at stake.
Down.
Ball was good.
Very close.
10-11.
Forced the error out of Paul Johnson. Winner at this stage, you have to be tilting towards Simon, who has just that little bit more experience in the big match. Shots in this rally, skills, desperate defence. Beautiful forehand volley drop, and Paul Johnson couldn't get that off the
wall.
11-all. So all square, 11-all. Recovery by Simon. Tremendous speed across the court. Backhand drop out of the top drawer. Hit the side wall, Nick, and just rolled. Nothing for Paul Johnson there.
Yes, lad.
Bislett, 12-11.
All these edgy moments, the player wanting to play a shot even slightly off balance. This would be a big win if Paul Johnson could get it. Certainly played well enough. Retrieving. Oh! That was a marvellous kill from Paul Johnson. Not a care in the world.
12-all.
The score's level at 12-all.
Stroke to Parke.
Stroke to Parke.
Harsh.
Hand out. 13-12.
Control of both players has been fantastic up to this point, but that little loss of control by Paul Johnson could be very costly. Qualities of both players here, demonstrating fantastic physical resilience and speed around the court. Great play by Paul Johnson. What desperate retrieving by Simon Parke.
$13-all.
Brave man to pick the winner here. 13-all. 2 miss hits would do. 2 winners would do. Down to the player with the greatest resolve, I'm sure. Still, the level of control is of the highest order. Just going to take the risk. Going for the shots.
No.
Well, that looked a tired error from Paul Johnson. Simon Parke worked hard to win that.
14-13. Match ball.
Still not over. Place in the final. Backhand volley. Looking for his winner, Simon Parke. Well, that looks as though it came off the edge of the racket. And if there was ever an omen, Paul Johnson must be thinking it's his turn now.
Hand out. 14-all. Set 3.
14-all. Simon Parke's call, and he's playing for 3. What a time to get a shot like that. players attacking all corners of the court. Simon Parke making the error.
15-14.
Both players will be tired. Who's still got that little bit left in the tank?
Yes, lad?
Yes, lad. 15-14.
Simon Parke looking for a point out of that. Clearly not a point, but this stage in the match, that's what he's thinking. Simon needed that.
15 all.
15 all. First to 17 will give them a place in the final. Drop shot. Drop shot. Whoa, what a lovely wrong-footing backhand drive.
16-15. Match ball.
Gives Simon a glimpse of the final. Oh, what a beautiful backhand. Put it away into the short nick. And Simon Parke takes his place in the final by 3 games to 2.
Miss Sue Wright of Kent to serve. Cassie Jackman of Norfolk receiving. Best of 5 games. Le ball.
Final, the women's 1998 Business Pages National Championships. 2 top seeds, Sue Wright, Cassie Jackman. Interesting contest. Sue Wright, pretty determined tactician. Cassie Jackman with all the shots in the book. So, first game. 9-3 to Cassie Jackman. Sue Wright got to work her way back into this match now.
Game is Wright, 9-3.
1 game all. 9-3 to each player. One has to sense that Sue Wright is just getting a foothold in this match now.
No lad.
No lad. 7-2. Left
2
side.
games to 1 lead. And a 7-2 lead in the 4th. Cassie Jackman's going to have to come up with something good now to take this title away from Sue Wright.
Yes, lad?
Yes, lad. 7-2.
7-2. Handy let for Cassie, probably. Quite a difficult return of that drop shot she was faced with. Sue Wright, who's calling all the shots.
8-2 match ball.
Lovely tight ball, and that gives Sue Wright the title. She wins the match 3-9, 9-3, 9-1, 9-2. It's incredible.
Business Pages 1998 National Squash Championships men's final. Mark Chaloner, Lincolnshire to serve. Simon Parke, Yorkshire to receive. Best of 5 games. Lowell.
Simon Parke will start as the favourite for this. Mark Chaloner, who's had a particularly good run through this tournament, taken out 2 seeds. Alex Goff of Wales, the number 3 seed, and more spectacularly, Peter Nicol, the world number 1 seed for the British title. It's going to revolve around, I suspect, what effect Simon Parke's semi-final win had over Paul Johnson, because that was a marathon match. And he did very well to come out of that one on top. Chaloner, powerful, fast, physically very well prepared. And Simon, the more flamboyant shot maker, also has the edge in terms of experience. Chaloner really got the pressure on Simon Parke here. He's defending it well. It's an extraordinary retrieving. End-to-end stuff. Players covering huge distance. Oh, and Simon's thrashed that away. Super rally.
Come on.
13-10 in the first game. Simon just moving up closer to that game. We'll put this to go to 5, Simon, or even to 4. He's going to win. I suspect he's going to need to be in 3. Of course, Mark Chaloner's game plan will be to make it as long and as hard and as tiring as possible. Errors like that.
14-10 game ball.
Touch.
11-14.
Not able to
Game
take
ball.
that off the wall. Still with the game ball. Back into this rally. It's a lovely drop shot. Caught by both players. Instinctive volleys, but that's a wrong footing shot by Simon.
Yes, Glenn. Yes, Glenn.
What a good rally.
$11-14, game ball.
Ball's down. Yes, the ball's down, absolutely not.
Simon will be happy with that. It's not a very good error by Mark Chaloner. It's giving the first game away.
10-12.
Yes, Len.
Yes, Len.
Simon will be a little disappointed with that, because I'm sure he felt he could get to that and hit it away for a winner. Simon Parke, 10-12. Reading the play very well, Simon here. That's a great backhand cross court net.
13-10.
The impression I have is that Simon is just on top in the rallies. He's just dictating. Tactically, is organising much more of the difficult shots for Mark.
13-10.
The right shots, the right time. It's a great skill. Simon seems to have the edge at the moment. Mark is too content just to get the ball back in play and keep it tight, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
14-10, game ball.
This is for the second game. 14-10. Sensibly varying the pace.
11-14, game ball.
11-14, game ball. Still to Simon Parke. Business end of the games. It's Mark Chaloner just letting Simon get away. That's the second game to Simon Parke. 2 games to love. 15-11, 15-11. Mark's last chance. Got to get some pressure onto Simon and see whether those legs will just tire ever so slightly. Still not really asking the questions of Simon. All the attacks coming from Simon Parke. That's a better shot. Tight backhand drop shot close to the wall.
9-13.
Simon now just showing little signs of weariness. He's had a tough match in the semi-final. And one or two unforced errors here. Keep controlling the rallies. His concentration.
No let.
Now let
And hope that Mark Chaloner doesn't make winning shots like that.
11-13.
Skills both players. Reaction volleys. Positive by Mark Chaloner. Retrieve. Players being asked to cover the whole court. What a beautiful volley. Just at the right time. Forehand crunched into the forehand nick. Beautiful backhand cross court from Simon Parke. Just rolled. Did it so low. Gives him his first match ball.
Go on, Mark.
Simon taking his time. What did he do? Drop shot. Deep enough though. Poor backhand volley. Tired. Still in it. Backhand drop shot from Simon Parke. Some of those volleys die, but that's a mistake, and it's a tied mistake.
13-14. Match ball.
Simon still with the match ball. What's he going to do here? Oh! What a winning backhand volley. Simon Parke takes the British national title. 15-11, 15-11, 15-13. And the runner-up in the Business Pages National Squash Championships for the ladies, Cassie Jackman.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm very disappointed with the way I played in the final tonight. I played really well up to then, and I mean, all credit to Sue, she played well and got her game plan right, and I didn't follow mine, and obviously I'm disappointed, but there's always next year.
Overall, you must be pleased with the way you played this week.
Yeah, I mean, up until today, I was very pleased. I was particularly pleased with the way I played yesterday against Suzanne Horner in the semi-finals, and I felt really good and sharp. But obviously, today's a different day, and I mean, I didn't play the way I was capable of, which is very disappointing.
And the winner of the 1998 Business Pages National Squash Championships, Sue Wright.
It certainly hasn't sunk in yet, but to win it twice on the trot, a third time in Manchester, it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
The runner-up in the Men's Business Pages National Squash Championships, seeded number 6, Mark Chaloner.
On top of the world yesterday, played really well. Felt good today, but just wasn't quite there at the cutting edge, so it didn't work out for me today.
And this year's winner of the Men's Business Pages National Squash Championships, Simon Parke.
Well, it's a great moment. It's the first time in my career that I've ever won the British Championships. I was runner-up 7 or 8 years ago now. Yeah, 1991. So it's a very, very proud moment.